Hello everyone, I'm Sunshine, and welcome to Delusion. It's the 29th of the lunar year, and social media is already buzzing with activity. People are sharing pictures of their New Year's Eve dinners, showing off red envelopes, or posting boarding passes after snagging flight tickets. Every post seems to revolve around the same word, happiness. Maybe someone also crafted a post, carefully selected a picture, added a smiley face, and hit send. After that, they might just toss the phone aside, lean back in their chair, and space out for a while. That's what the new year is like. Everyone assumes you're supposed to be happy. Relatives catch up about life, friends send red envelopes in group chats, and you quickly grab one and reply with "Thanks, boss." Everything feels quite lively, but when the liveliness fades, sometimes it's hard to say whether you're actually happy or not. That's okay. For our last episode before the new year, I want to talk to you about a song. The title is a little piercing. It's called You're Not Truly Happy. Don't worry though. By the end of this, I promise you'll feel a sense of warmth. Let's not rush into the story behind this song. Instead, let's start with a question. Have you ever wondered why we assume we're supposed to be happy? Look at the title of this song, You're Not Truly Happy. What's its premise? That you should be happy. It's as if being unhappy is a mistake, a condition that needs to be corrected. A friend asks how you've been lately, and you reply, I'm doing alright. A colleague asks about your weekend, and you say, it was fulfilling. We've gotten so used to filling conversational gaps with these words that we've forgotten that unhappiness is actually the norm in life, while happiness is just an occasional flash of light. What cuts the deepest isn't the act of pretending itself, but that voice inside you whispering that you shouldn't be unhappy. You feel that being down is wrong, that something is wrong with you, that you've let someone or something down. But the most striking thing about this song is that it doesn't tell you to pull yourself together or to learn how to be happy. Instead, it simply says, I know you're not happy, and that's okay. Ashen uses a particularly sharp phrase in the lyrics, a protective color. Your smile is merely the protective color you wear. In nature, animals use camouflage to avoid predators, but there's one problem with camouflage: it doesn't discriminate. You hide from danger, but you also hide from those who might genuinely want to approach you. Your smile helps you get through family dinners, school reunions, and those endless questions from nosy relatives. But that same protective color may also block someone who truly wants to sit down and hear you out. Back in 2008, when Ashen wrote this song, the protective color was something face-to-face. It showed in the forced smiles at a friend's gathering, or in crying once you got back home after a few drinks. What about 2026? The protective color has gone digital. The carefully curated 9 photo grids on your social media, the overly polished yet distorted perfect life posts, the ever-energetic stickers in work chat groups. The online protective color is far more refined and seamless than its offline counterpart, but also lonelier. Because now, there's not even one person who can see you for who you are after you peel off that mask. Listening to this song today hurts even more than it did 18 years ago. Perhaps you've had moments like this too. The cost of a protective color isn't just the exhaustion, it's that nobody truly knows you. Ashen writes another heartbreaking line in the song, I stand to your left but feel like we're separated by a galaxy. Standing so close, practically next to each other, yet separated by a shell you refuse to let anyone see through. This isn't physical distance, it's a wall that your smile has built around you. This brings me to a reinterpretation of the song that moved me deeply. What's the ending of Mayday's original? You deserve true happiness. You deserve it. Those 3 words, you deserve it, are incredibly gentle. But the subject is you, it's about your self-recognition. It's saying, hey, you're worthy of good things. It's a truth, a very valid truth. But when G.E.M performed this song, she added a line at the end that wasn't in the original, I want you to be happy. From you deserve to I want you, just one more word, but it adds a. It brings with it willpower, a connection. Knowing you deserve happiness is a truth, but when someone stands in front of you and says, I want you to be happy, that's power. Why does this adaptation resonate so deeply? Because the cure for fake happiness isn't necessarily about recognizing yourself or learning to accept yourself. You've heard all those truths 100 times already. What truly helps you shed your protective color is having someone who sees through your mask, not to expose you, not to lecture you, but simply to say, I know you're not happy, but I want you to be. It's not demanding you to change, but rather someone willing to stay with you in that state and walk you out of it hand in hand. This is why the same song feels so different. When Ashen sings it, it's like a mirror reflecting your act. When G.E.M sings it, it's like a hand extended to catch you. So let's come back to the initial question. When you allow yourself to be unhappy, being unhappy suddenly doesn't seem so scary. It's like the weather, cloudy skies don't need to apologize and they will pass. What's most precious about this song isn't that it tells you to cheer up, but that it tells you even when you're unhappy you can be seen, caught, and cherished. So how did this song come to be? In 2008, Mayday released their 7th studio album, Poetry of the Day After Youth. That year, all 5 band members entered new phases of their lives. Ashen, in his early 30s, shifted from being the passionate young man writing about defiance and dreams to someone starting to look back on life. The entire album explores one question: who have we become after youth? It marked Mayday's transition from youthful rock to more mature storytelling. It said the band held a meeting before recording, agreeing to abandon all previous arranging techniques and sounds, to rethink what truly touches people, and to create from the heart. So when you listen to this album, you'll notice it feels different from Mayday's earlier works. There's less shouting and more whispers. You're Not Truly Happy was written in this state of mind. For the first time, Ashen wrote more about loss than pursuit. This song isn't a love song for someone, it's for a group of people, those who lock their true selves behind a smile. The music video is particularly interesting as well. Monster plays a street performer selling jokes for $50 each, making passers-by laugh hysterically, yet his own girlfriend is terminally ill and there's nothing he can do. He can bring joy to everyone but the one who matters most. That's the kind of helplessness Ashen wanted to convey. 6 years later, this song appeared on an entirely different stage. In 2014, a 22-year-old girl stood on the semi-final stage of the 2nd season of I Am a Singer and performed this song. Her name was G.E.M. That year, she became an overnight sensation with Bubble, but few people knew what she was going through behind the scenes. Heartbreak, losing a loved one, and immense pressure from her surroundings all came crashing down on her. One night, she was at a karaoke session with friends and heard someone singing You're Not Truly Happy. After going home, she started listening to it repeatedly every night, feeling that every line of the song spoke to her. Why was she able to deliver something different? G.E.M was born in Shanghai and moved to Hong Kong at the age of 4. Her family, from her grandparents to her mom and uncles, all worked in music. She started writing songs at 5 years old. Music wasn't a skill she learned later in life, it was her first language. When someone immersed in music since childhood gets hold of another artist's song, they won't just sing it as is. They'll put themselves into it. That night in the semi-finals, G.E.M performed a mashup of You're Not Truly Happy and another Mayday song, Gentle. She completely reimagined the arrangement. The first half was restrained and understated, and in the second half, it was as if her voice suddenly ignited, unleashing rare high notes and a raw, unrestrained power. The audience went from silent and moved to an eruption of applause. But what struck people the most wasn't her high notes, it was the lyrics she added at the end, I want you to be happy. She sang it over and over again, I want you to be happy, I want you to be happy. Ashen's original version is a song that unveils pain, while G.E.M's edition turned it into a song that heals pain. This adaptation was later included in Mayday's 2015 concept album, Her Story with Mayday, and in 2016, it won the Top 10 National Recommendation Songs Award at Canada's Chinese Songs Chart. In 2019, G.E.M and Mayday performed this song together at the Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing. The original artist and the cover artist stood side by side. That's when the song felt complete. As I think of all this, one lyric from the song keeps echoing in my mind, locking your soul in a shell that's sealed forever. Imagine this image. The soul is alive, warm, and breathing, yet it's trapped in a shell, with the lock sealed shut for eternity. The most terrifying thing isn't being trapped, it's that you're the one who threw away the key. You're so afraid of being seen for who you truly are that you welded the door shut yourself. Action doesn't use any fancy words, just this simple sentence, and you feel like there's something heavy pressing down on your chest. With that, we're nearing the end of this episode. This is our final show before the new year. I was going to say Happy New Year, but after discussing this song, I feel those words come too lightly. So lightly that they sound like a polite small talk phrase like, have you eaten yet? So I won't say Happy New Year in this episode. I'd rather borrow G.E.M's line added at the end of the song, I want you to be happy. This isn't the kind of token social media blessing, it's genuine, I want you to be happy. 2026 is the year of the fire horse, a rare occurrence once every 60 years. Here on Delusion, with a name that ties to horses, it feels just right to send you this message for this fire horse year. May you, like that legendary horse leaping across the Tanchi River, cross over unhappy days and run freely and authentically. With Valentine's Day and the Lunar New Year so close together this year, whether or not you have someone by your side, remember the lesson from this song, you don't need to pretend when you're unhappy, because someone will always be willing to see the real you. Allowing yourself to be unhappy is, in itself, a very brave thing. And in the moment you stop pretending, happiness will finally have a chance to find you. If you've been touched by today's content, feel free to share in the comments what this song means to you. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Alright, that's all for today. Wherever and whenever you're tuning in, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is Delusion. See you next time.